First time I ever heard Dominguez High School, Tyson Chandler was going there. What made you choose Dominguez to go to?
Well, actually, I was the ball boy for Dominguez when Tyson Chandler was there.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's actually a picture of me and Tyson Chandler together, and I was the ball boy, so I was following Dominguez ever since I was like,
a little dude.
Yeah, like 9, 10 years old.
I mean, we went to the game, Tyson High School game in Anaheim.
Yep.
Who did they play?
I forgot who they played.
Inglewood.
Yeah, in Anaheim. We went to that.
Sure. Yeah.
And you was in there.
Yep.
Young Brandon Jennings was in the
and you know what's
spot.
crazy? And you know what's crazy? It's a crazy story. You asked me to go get you some red vines because you was sitting on the back. You was sitting front row.
That sound like you like red vines.
Yeah. And you was like, "Hey, little homie, go get me some red vines." I was like, "Yeah, for sure." Like,
straight up.
I was hyped. I was hyped too. I was
that's
hyped.
crazy.
And the next day, I made my mom go get me a Darius Miles jersey. Swear to God.
Your 7th game, you scored 55. In the biggest league there is, you score 55. Like, did that's like give you some type of validation? Like, yeah, I'm good enough to play on this level.
Well, I always knew I was good enough. I felt like, from summer league and throughout everything. Well, even before those games, because my first game, I almost had a triple double. I had 17.99 in Philly, and it was my first game. And I was like, all right, like I'm ready. Yeah. But doing that in 3 quarters. I don't know, man. Like, I didn't really know what was going on. I was still young. I was still 20. I was just like, man, I know I got practice tomorrow, and I know Scott's gonna be on my ass. Like, so I really didn't have a chance to like really celebrate or really soak it in. It was just more like back to work.
You the first person to ever do what you did, to go overseas and then come back. Like, who was them players that you seen overseas? You were like, man, he can play in the league. He nice. That kind of stood out to you?
Well, my first year overseas when I played Ricky Rubio, he was good to me. He just was way more mature than a lot of us because he'd been playing professional basketball since he was like 16. So
what you think about like Luka? Like now you see Luka come out from over there and you see how
I'm not surprised because the game in Europe is different. You know, it's a lot going on. It's a way different. It's way more physical. So he just out there touring around now because, you can't touch him and he has the freedom to do whatever. So, I mean, to be 19, 20 years old, win a Euro, a cup and, be MVP and all that, this over here is nothing.
You feel like it should be more kids do what you did?
Just do what's best for you. I mean, college basketball, a lot of kids do dream about playing college. So, you never want to take that away. But, if you're trying to get to that money and you're trying to market yourself and put yourself in a different position and become a boss, then you better go overseas.
Let me ask you this. How much you got paid?
1.2.
Oh,
the first year? Yeah.
While his friends was in college trying to get that Pell Grant for week 1,000.
Tax-free, huh?
Pell Grant ain't gonna move needle nowhere, boy.
And I lived in Rome, Italy.
So I was like, what do you got to be to get
I
the
was
damn
in
Pell
Rome,
Grant? Like, we is not rich. How I can't get the Pell Grant?